Hello everyone, my name is James and I came here to this video to explain the proposal for my new stadium. There's a lot to talk about and there's a lot of careful planning that I have to do, and certain things that you gotta look at just so you can make sure that that your stadium's successful. So the location that I chose was the state of Texas in the city of Austin, and I believe that within that city or state, it's very popular in football, and I know it's known for as well as baseball and soccer. That would be a good. That city is a good candidate to actually build a new stadium. I know there's several stadiums around it that's pretty close. I know there's like the AT&T Stadium, which is a pretty huge stadium with like 80,000 80,000 to 100,000 seating capacity. But with my stadium, obviously it's a lot smaller. As there's like, it only takes a couple of hours to drive to like the other stadiums nearby. But anyways, let me get back to the point. So I chose Austin, Texas, and my stadium design is very simple. It's very basic. I like more of a modern approach, something that's futuristic. Like for example, what's becoming more popular today with stadiums is retractable roofs. If I was a fan, I would be like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. Pretty. That's futuristic off the bat, but also at least the pictures that I have in my facility, my concept ideas. My idea is to have a retractable roof. The stadium is gonna be white on the outside with like glass sides. Glass all around. Hopefully they're impact because just in case. And just something simple design, very modern. Nothing too crazy. More like a dome-shaped type of stadium with that retractable roof option. And when it comes to the inside, it is a multi-purpose stadium that I want to implement, which it could do either basketball, football, soccer, several events like concerts, monster truck events, anything you could think of. It's a multi-purpose stadium, so it could pretty much do anything. You know as I mentioned already, potential events that I could do, like concerts, different sports games, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, etc. But when it comes to sponsorships that I have in mind, there's several ways where you could get the sponsorships. You could start with local sponsorships, is a good way to start. Small businesses, small communities like healthcare centers, or it could be like a nearby market or something that's local and you could be presented well, that gives good benefits to the stadium and as well as that business. But when it comes to like bigger sponsorships, more like corporate, when it comes to like food related, like fast food related, like McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, KFC, etc. You get the point. There's also bank corporate sponsorships as well, where they could be Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, etc. And there's also car companies as well. It could be either like with Ford or with Nissan or Mercedes Benz, whatever the case may be. There's also bigger sponsorships that could bring more awareness to my stadium and to their businesses as well. Some of the finances that the stadium may have, well, at least to start, there's Big Land by Decker Lane, of course, which is located in Austin, Texas. It starts at 12 million, just an empty lot, but at least to get the preparations as a stadium going, it's going to cost at least 400 million just to be safe, because there's a certain construction cost at the beginning, but later on over time it could develop into something more. For example, like the AT&T Stadium, where I believe the initial construction cost was about I believe it was like 600 million, but it came out to be 1.1 billion at the end. So I'm like, whoa, that's a big jump, you know, from whatever the case may be throughout the period of time, it could jump to that price. And when it comes to naming rights, the name of the stadium that I consider was the Rainbow Stadium. But, you know, when it comes to naming rights, just to help, you know, fund the construction, if those funds are needed, then, you know, other companies could, you know, you could get a financial transaction from them through a contract through a period of time, just so, you know, you get that financial help, but then they take over, you know, that right of the name of the stadium. So, you know, there's some benefits. They both get more awareness, and as well as you get that financial help to actually construct that stadium. You know, if it's needed for funding, there's more funds that need to be produced in order to complete that construction. Another thing that I want to point out, at least for architectural details, of course, there's going to be a 26,000 seating capacity with the 26 acres that I have. I kind of set the ratio that it should have about 160 stands. That's all in total with food, retail, etc. And I would say a ratio of 15 restaurants and 40 stores. I believe that's a really good ratio. And, you know, depending on how the project comes out, you know, there's certain things that will be adjusted over time. This is more of a concept idea, and I hope, you know, this proposal will be a good idea to invest and actually make the city of Austin not more alive, but the city of Austin could grow in terms of sport facilities and events that it has to offer. Thank you.